Okay, I am 64. I have never seen a butterfly eat a piece of cat food. He's out in the driveway and he's been munching on cat food for a few minutes now. And he's beautiful, and apparently that's what they can eat. And now he's flitting around because I've scared him. But maybe he'll come back to his food. But yeah, I have no idea. There he is again. He lighted on a flower petal. But I don't know. This has been the strangest week about wildlife down here in Alabama. Okay. I looked out the front porch window and I don't see very well. Everybody teases me, calls me Mrs. Magoo. So in the distance by a tree, I saw something black, and then I saw it move. And it was a black 4.5 foot long king snake, I guess. So my husband took care of that for me. Then I went out to get the mail today, and in the driveway, because it rained a little bit this morning, there were like 8-inch long fat night crawlers all over the driveway, which we have clay. We're sitting on an old railroad bed, and so it's not like it's even soft dirt or sand or something that they're coming from. I had no idea where it was. Starting to feel like the plagues of Egypt here. Then last night, the dogs, we have 2 outside dogs in the front and 1 in the back in separate pens. And so they're protected and everything, but they just went ballistic about midnight. And they just would not be quiet. Well, sometimes a deer walks across the yard, or a possum, or a raccoon. No, not last night. No, we had to have 2 coyotes, probably 2.5 feet long, walk right in front of our house, right behind our cars. You could see them from the windows. Walk down the driveway, walked across the road, and this is crazy. We've been down here 11 years on July 3rd. Have never seen this weird, wacky kind of wildlife down here. Occasionally see a little garden snake. Our very first day here, I went to use the outside hose, and there was a small snake in amongst the hose, which freaked me out. I was ready to move back to Michigan, but we stayed. And occasionally you'll see a bug or something. Of course, we're in the South, so every couple of years you start seeing some kind of lizards or scorpions. Those are interesting. I haven't seen those this year, but who knows. And now I'm seeing a beautiful butterfly that apparently likes to eat cat food. And this is our outside cat. This is Rocket. My son rescued him from a drainage ditch down here, but he lives in Michigan now, so we inherited Rocket. And yeah, some of this cat food was swept off the porch this morning when I washed the porch, so it's kind of damp. And apparently, butterflies like damp and softened cat food. And he's got a feast going on right there. So yeah, I just thought I would show this. It's a funny little video. And talk about the strange and odd wildlife experiment going on in the Deep South. I wonder if it's going on where you live. But it's just a little odd. I told my husband when he called, I said, are we living in freaking Jurassic Park? I don't understand all this. It's just getting very odd. So I hope you're having a wonderful day where you are. We got a nice breeze. The sun is out. It's drying things up. And so yeah, I just wanted to share that and see if any of you have any strange goings on. I know the world's changing, the climate's changing, end times are approaching, and things are getting a little wacky. Oh, and that's another thing. We have raccoons that live over in the swamp, which is right next to us. Like I said, we're on an old railroad bed, and you can see this whole thing back to the deep end of our property was a former railroad bed, okay? And that's this whole swath of property. So on this side is a little swamp. And those raccoons, they would come out at night and feed. You know, they got to eat too. So didn't think too much about it. But now they're starting to come out at like 3:30, 4 in the afternoon to feed, which is odd. And I don't want raccoons out eating on my porch at 4 in the afternoon. So that was one reason why I washed my porch off today. Got it all cleaned off. And the feeding station for the animals, one is out there for a mama cat and her kittens that live over in the swamp. And then Rocket over there in the distance, he's got a little feeding station that I made for him here near our tree. So he's got food and water and all that good stuff. So yeah, I just was curious if anybody else had interesting little things. Oh, and that's another thing. Up in the sky, military planes constantly flying. Now that one is a private, prop plane that's doing its thing. But we get blackened helicopters through here 2 and 3 times a day. We get fighter jets that come right over the top of our trees. I don't know where they're flying from and where they're returning back to. We only have a tiny little airport in our town, so they can't be landing over there. And yeah, so it's just a strange, strange world. Just a day to make comments about some strange things. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, and beautiful weather for everyone. And hope you all have a great summer and enjoy a nice breeze and the sunshine. Okay, we'll talk to y'all later. And here's that pretty little butterfly again, eating on cat food. How odd. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.